Hey you guys, it's Phoebe here from Little Grey Box with Matt behind the camera. And on this channel, we share with you all of our experiences and tips to help you travel well. And in today's episode, I'm going to be sharing with you some of our favorite things to do in Costa Rica. Now, if you don't already, be sure to subscribe right now so you never miss a single episode. But let's dive right in. A visit to Costa Rica is all about the beautiful, lush jungle scenery, making the most of the great outdoors and seeing as many animals as possible. So all of the places and tips I'm going to share with you today are going to help you do just that. Starting with the Tonto Ghetto National Park. Now this place is located on the Caribbean coast of Costa Rica, and it's here that Matt and I did an incredible boat trip through the canals, and it was honestly a highlight from our trip and an incredible way to start our time in Costa Rica. On board our boat ride, we got to spot so many animals. Caimans, a huge variety of birds, sloths, a number of different kinds of monkeys. We even got to see some turtle hatchlings on the beach, you guys. Our whole time there was fantastic, and it felt like we had arrived in a completely different part of the world. Now, Matt and I did an tour with the guys at Intrepid, and having our tour leader Eddie with us was just incredible. Thanks to him, we got to learn so much more than we would have otherwise. A lush jungle landscape renowned for its vibrant turquoise waters, Rio Celestea is another must-visit spot for some awesome outdoor adventures. Now it's here that Matt and I had a whole lot of fun in the great outdoors. We got to do this great hiking trail through the jungle. We went up to this beautiful waterfall, which was just awesome. Again, we got to spot loads of birds, and again, another sloth, which was really, really cool. But by far the highlight of our time in Rio Celestea was our tubing experience. It was so much fun. Matt and me and our tour mates were all bumping down these rapids, laughing, joking, falling out, being pushed off the rocks by the guides. Honestly, I'm smiling now thinking about it, and at the time my cheeks were hurting and my stomach was hurting from laughing so much. It was definitely a highlight of our trip and something I highly, highly recommend. The second you see it, the Arenal volcano just kind of takes your breath away. Now, Matt and I spent a couple of days in La Fortuna making the absolute most of this beautiful, beautiful landscape. We started at the mystical Arenal Hanging Bridges Park with our amazing local guide Indira. She taught us so much about the local ecosystem and even the history of Costa Rica's ecotourism. Not only that, but we got to spot some really cool animals. We got to see some hummingbirds, some snakes, and even some really cute little bats. Next up, we headed to the La Fortuna waterfall, which was exactly the kind of experience I had always been hoping to have in Costa Rica. The waterfall was huge, and it was just an awesome way to spend a couple of hours. Finally, we decided to check out the lovely hot springs, which afforded us awesome views of the volcano in the background and a nice warm, cozy spot to sit with an ice cold beer. In Monteverde, we got to experience Costa Rica's mountain ranges and explore the sensational cloud forest. Now you guys, if you have ever been to Gardens by the Bay in Singapore or even just heard of their cloud forest, this is what it's modeled after. Now, not only did we get to see and explore the cloud forest, we also got to do a few adventure activities, and one that Matt has wanted to do forever was a Costa Rican zip line, and it was so much fun. We went down to 100% Aventura to do the country's longest zip line and their Tarzan swing, and it was epic. We were smiling, laughing, cheering, whooping the whole time. And one thing I want to say is you have to do it because our 70-year-old tour mates did it, and if they can do it, anyone can do it, so no excuses. Another highlight for me was our horse trek with the guys at Horse Trek Monteverde. Probably one of the best trail rides I have ever done. Their horses are so well loved. The guy who runs it is so passionate. He even took us out for beers afterwards. After spending so much time in the mountains and the jungles, we were really excited to get to the beaches. So we headed to Kaos, located on Costa Rica's Central Pacific coast. Oh my gosh, this area is so beautiful. Now, Matt made the most of all the surf. We also got to do this great kayaking experience where we explored the mangroves, spotted wildlife, and of course learned all about the ecosystem there. But probably the thing that this area is most famous for is the Manuel Antonio National Park. Park. Now, of all the national parks and kind of those jungle eco areas that we visited, this one was by far the most popular. There were loads of tourists there, but there's a good reason for that. The abundance of wildlife is just ridiculous. We spotted so many birds, so many different kinds of monkeys, and loads of sloths. So if you wanted to be sure that you were going to see wildlife and you could only visit one spot, this is probably it. You guys, we even got to see a baby sloth, which was really cool. And of course, like I said, we made the most of the beaches. Matt and I headed down for sunset drinks. There are some great bars and restaurants located along there. So if you do love the seaside, I recommend this spot for sure. So you guys, have you ever thought of visiting Costa Rica before? Or have you had the chance to visit and you have some great tips to share with us? If you do, please let me know in the comments right now. And if you are planning a trip to Costa Rica, we have got some great free travel guides over on the website. And of course, you can watch our entire Costa Rica series right here on YouTube. We will have both of those linked below for you guys. Now, if you did find this video useful, be sure to use our affiliate links when booking your next trip to Costa Rica or anywhere in the world. Matt and I will earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. All right, you guys, and with that brings this week's episode to a close. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Now, if you don't already, be sure to subscribe right now so you never miss a single episode, and say hello in the comments below. Have a great weekend, and I will see you with a brand new episode next week. Love ya!